with what Jen said. I want you to know that first. I really think you're feeling Rob more than me.
About that, I mean, he's a good friend, so it's not like connection in that way.
It is still wild to this day, like, for a man to sit there and to tell another woman that, hey, I feel like you're feeling another guy more than me, a guy that she hasn't actually been with. The level of insecurity you need to have within yourself, the level of lack of self-esteem you must have within yourself, the level of lack of self-belief in yourself must be crazy. Tim was generally just moving mad in this whole scene with the things that he was saying. But let's get into it.
Accusing you of anything sexual, but I think he's more your type.
They've had a lot more intimate time to bond than her and I have.
First and foremost, to tell someone who their type is kind of crazy, but also to say that this person's had more intimate time with you is also crazy, because based on what we have seen her spend more time with Tim than we've seen her spend time with Rob, based on what's been displayed on the show. So for him to say that is crazy work. But here's the thing though. Just because she may have had more time with Rob, it doesn't necessarily mean that she likes Rob. Because at the end of the day, if she's had a set amount of time with Rob that's more than you, but yet she still continuously says yes to you whenever you ask her out on a date, clearly tells you that whatever time that she's having with Rob isn't to a point where she actually cares to want to pursue anything with him. But the fact that she keeps talking to you, entertaining you, and saying yes to all your advances means that no matter how she sees Rob, she still values you in a way where she sees that maybe there is a potential between the two. But instead of him recognizing that, he decides to self-sabotage because of his own insecurities. I mean, listen, being the age of 40 plus and still struggling with your own self-worth, self-confidence, blah, 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 is crazy work. It is interesting because a lot of people that do support Tim say that one of the reasons they like him is because he's somebody that is very sure in his own masculinity. Because, you know, like, for example, whenever he gets called gay or whatnot, people are like, no, he's not. He's just a man that is very secure in his own masculinity. That's why he's more than happy to dress the way he dresses, talk the way he talks, carry himself the way he does. And listen, I'm not saying those things. I'm not saying they don't mean that he is very safe in his own and very secure in his own masculinity. But what I will say is that to see him in this scene here, where it's showing a level of vulnerability that is crazy, tells me that I don't know if he's really that secure in his masculinity, or not. Only because on reflection of myself and people that I do know that are very secure in their masculinity, generally speaking, to be secure in your own masculinity means you're also very secure in approaching man or woman, wherever the hell you like, with confidence that's going to carry aura, with confidence that says that you're never going to self-sabotage because you're worried about another dude. People that are secure in their own masculinity aren't ever worried about another dude. They just want to know if they can get you or not. If they get you, fantastic. If they don't, it's fine, because they know that there's going to be somebody else they can go and get. Not do what the hell this man did, and that was literally crash. This man literally crashed a plane that hadn't even left the ground yet. Let that sink in. Calamity.
Rob is younger, he's good looking, he lives in the same city. So, like, it makes sense.
Oh, so it makes sense because he's younger, he's good looking, and he lives in the same city. So you're basically saying because you're older and, I guess, in your opinion of yourself, less good looking, and you live in a different city, that must mean that she does not want to put the effort in to actually secure a relationship with somebody that she deems older, who I would assume she also would deem more mature, and I would also assume someone who she deems more stable in life. I'm pretty sure, you know, let's not generalize and speak for all women, but let's just say she's the type of woman that values a man that is financially secure, a man that has a level of maturity, a man that has a level of certain experiences in life. I'm pretty sure that if she was a type of woman, she would actually value you and your traits more than she'd value Rob, a man that is 35 and still walks around as if and still walks around as an F-boy. Imagine telling a woman that, hey, yeah, I see that you value and you would prefer an F-boy over a man that is got his shiz together. Or is this Tim telling us that he hasn't got his shiz together and he still sees himself as a young little boy with immaturity? I'm just saying, trying to tell a woman it's a calamity. The one thing that I've learned many things in this life, but one of the things that you have to learn about women in this life is that don't ever tell them what type of guy that they should be going to if they are, unless you're their friend. different conversation. But if you are actively trying to pursue them, let them tell you whether they want you or not. It's that simple, because they'll surprise you. They will surprise you. Assuming what a woman wants is crazy work. Always find out.
Everybody wants. I'm never the guy that everybody wants, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, that's called past trauma, my guy. Putting that onto somebody else is not fair. Poor woman.
I mean, Rob's Rob.
Yeah.
He's cool, but he's been with a couple of people here, and that's my hesitation on even like exploring that.
No.
This was her literally telling him right then and there, I don't want a guy that is an F-boy. If I want a guy that is not an F-boy. That was her literally telling him that, listen, the reason why me and you are still doing the thing is because I respect you more than I respect Rob. But that went over his head because,
Oh, yeah, didn't have that stigma. I feel like you would be a lot more interested.
That is crazy work. Literally, instead of listening to what she says, he literally just says, nah, forget what you just said. Because in another universe, if Rob was da-da-da, you'd be interested. It doesn't matter if she would have been. What matters is that she's not. And she's giving you time and day. It's crazy though, because at the very beginning of this season, I think it was a behind the sheet scene. Obviously, they were talking about Tim's shoes and how he wears shoes that are hella expensive. And I remember Courtney was saying that, yeah, I know Tim said that obviously if you want to go out and you want to pull a woman, wear shoes that are expensive and they'll come your way. I remember Courtney saying, yeah, if I saw a man wearing shoes that are expensive, I'm going that way purely because she's a gold digger, which kind of makes sense now. So Tim basically likes women that are gold diggers. Jen, oh, damn, what is she? Obviously, we don't know with Louisa per se, because their relationship never really went that far per se, but you never know, that could be the case. So more the situation is, this is a man that has lived a life where he has gotten women based on his assets, rather than based on who he is as a person. No wonder why he's been friend zoned, because he hasn't got a bloody personality. His personality has been based on what he wears and the fact that he looks rich, rather than him actually having a personality where he can have a conversation with a woman that makes him feel like, you know what, this is a man that I actually want to sleep with. But instead, he's been giving them an energy of, oh, this is the man I would actually want to be friends with. And and obviously that's been due to himself. No wonder why women like him, to be fair, so much. I wonder why he's got such a big fan base of women that like him. Because you all see him as your best friend too, don't you? I wonder how many of you see him as a man that you'd actually want to share the bed with. Not based on his looks, based on his personality. He's exposed himself. Tell me otherwise. I'm pretty sure the next live stream that we do on Monday, or Tuesday, on the next episode of Hunt for Love, I'm sure we're all going to talk about it. So make sure you're here for that live stream on Tuesday. But of course, we do live streams on Mondays as well. But that is for Happily Ever After.
Appreciate you. I've had such a good time with you. Like, I still want to be your friend.
A lot of rumors about me and Rob. I have not had sex with Rob. I haven't even kissed him. I'm sad and disappointed, but he kind of needs to work on self-esteem and self-love. So you're together with that.
Girl, you were disappointed. I mean, to be fair, I guess for her, really and truly, she was being open-minded, you know. She was entertaining Tim for a reason. And it's sad, but we'll never know the real reason behind it. But I like the fact that she identified that his whole behavior was due to the fact that this man has low self-esteem and he needs to work on himself. It is quite tragic, to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you this now, ladies. If you are going to go for a man because of his assets, don't expect a personality out of him. And men, if you're going to find a woman based on your assets, don't expect a personality out of her. Give or take. I mean, Courtney, look at it. Where's the personality at? Then again, she's got a little bit of a personality, but not for me. Nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. We must certainly talk about it. And yeah, we'll go from there. Definitely look forward to reading them anyway, that's for sure. Peace.